Hey everybody, I'm Bill Vencil. This is Chords of Orion, and recently I got a comment that made me chuckle. It actually was a comment on my recent Frippertronics workshop video. I'll link that at the end of this video. Comprised of 3 words, this comment was self-indulgent noise. And, it did make me laugh. But it also got me to thinking, what kind of music is self-indulgent? What does it even mean to be self-indulgent? So I looked up the phrase, and as you would expect, there are a lot of negative connotations to the phrase self-indulgent. Usually has something to do with a lack of discipline, a lack of restraint, unbridled passion, no regard for anyone else. I get that. That makes sense. That's kind of how I've used self-indulgence in the past. But when I got to the Cambridge dictionary site, I saw an alternate definition of the phrase self-indulgent that piqued my interest. Here's what it said: allowing yourself to have or do anything that you enjoy. Now, you could take that as a positive or a negative, right? If I'm enjoying crystal meth without restraint, that's not a good thing, right? Not a good thing at all. However, it got me to thinking about my music. I've got 12 albums out. I'm on the cusp of releasing album number 13, and I'm making albums of exactly the kind of music that I want to make. I don't compromise anything about my music. I record it, I mix it, I get it exactly the way I like it, and I release it. Now, is that self-indulgent? In a sense, it is. But is it a negative self-indulgence? It's me. It's a solo piece of work. Now, I have played music that is definitely not self-indulgent. For example, I recently had a friend pass away. His wife asked me if I would sing a song at his memorial service. Of course, I said, heck yeah, I would love to do that. I'd be honored to do that. Well, the song she selected for the service was an old, somewhat cheesy, folky song from the 70s. It's not the kind of song that I normally would play. But given the context of my good friend passing away, it was nothing but an honor and a pleasure to play that song for his wife and his family. I served them through playing that song, and it was great. Obviously, when I played in a band, well, maybe not obviously, but when I played in a band for all those years, about 15, 16 years, self-indulgence doesn't work so well. Playing music without regard for my bandmates, playing whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted. Now, that doesn't work at all, does it? A band has to cooperate together to create its piece of music and have that piece of music sound really good, right? But again, back to the topic of being a solo musician. Maybe it is self-indulgence to play without regard to anything except for my own artistic enjoyment and fulfillment. But I don't think that's a negative. And in fact, if you're a solo musician like me, I would encourage you to be that kind of self-indulgent. Don't compromise on your creativity. Don't do the things in your recording that you don't absolutely want to do. Don't worry about changing your music to try and get an audience. Work on getting an audience that enjoys the kind of music that is at the core of your artistic vision. So, what do you all think of my perspective of being a solo artist and being positively self-indulgent? Drop a comment and let me know your thoughts. Also, I've got a playlist here of several videos that deal with gaining an online audience without compromising your art. Check them out, and I'll see you all over on those videos.